being a core set 2021 doesn't have any new mechanics, but the release date does coincide with a big mechanical update for Commander with the change to death triggers. Now, you and I don't need to spend too much time on that since Toby and I delved into the mechanical details in the last episode. But what's your quick change on the take?
I love it so far. I mean, I played a new Elender deck the other night on the stream, and I think I was able to make 48 48 1/1 life linking vampires because of this rule change.
So how do you think? I mean, it's pretty much a vampire tribal deck. So, do you think that the Elendra makes it win or makes it win more?
What I think it does is it makes the effect more repeatable.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the way I built the deck, you could build it without this change. The problem is you'd have to leave Elendra in the graveyard and then figure out a way to get her back out of the graveyard. With
grappling claws, man.
Right. With the new one, I don't have to worry about it. It goes to the graveyard, and then the trigger goes off, and then I can move it to the command zone and recast her. So I would say it's made it more efficient.
Right. Yeah, I mean it was a thing that we knew as we were playing that game, that we simply knew we just had to deal with because it was going to happen. So our best bet was to find ways to not let you get a lot of counters or whatever it was. But I think, yeah, when you created that big pile of them, and the vampires still don't fly, which
is good.
I don't know. Vampires should fly.
I have a guy in that deck that'll make them all fly. It's the one where you play with the top card revealed, and if it's black, all your vampires get +2/+1 in flying. Vampire Nocturnus.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, Vampire Nocturnus is saucy.
Right, and the deck is black-white, but I think there's like literally 10 white mana symbols in the whole deck. It's very, very light on white. I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out exactly, I don't think I've ever built a 2-color deck with a ratio like that. So I was a little like, how many basic planes do I put in? I mean, I've got a lot of other ones that were white. I think at the end of the day, I think I need none. I actually don't think I need any basic planes in that deck. But
yeah,
it was a quick build on the deck. I mean, we said we were going to run deck. We wanted to build decks that do this. It's very, I mean, I made the deck fairly linear. I mean, it'll hold up on its own. It's full of a whole bunch of vampires that do interesting things, but I really wanted to build it to take advantage of Elenda and her ability. And so, yeah, that's the way I built it. That first game we played, it went off very nicely. So,
So one of the other changes we've seen for Core Set 2021 is adoption of the word mill as a keyword. It's the way people have been talking about it for a long time, 20 plus years maybe. So what's your take there?
I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. It's not part of what I do at Wizards to help name keyword mechanics. But I think I've heard the story about why they ended up going that way. They tried for a while to try and come up with something and just decided, you know what, mill seems pretty good. Let's just go with it. And that way we don't have everybody calling it mill anyway.
Right.
Which is what tends to happen in the Magic community. You can try and rename something. Look, we've officially renamed the format to Commander back in 2010. 2011, and people still call it EDH, and it's one of those things it's hard to get away from. So I think the more you can go with what people use, the better off you are.